We traveled over to New Jersey today where we tracked down a piece of Broncos history, a family that was there for the origins of this team. Their father was the very first Broncos quarterback. He was tricked into taking the job, and he wore the very numbers Peyton Manning wears today. If there's a stereotypical New Jersey family,
what is he doing there?
It's the Tripuckas.
That was the funniest thing of all time.
Getting together on the weekends.
Put your coat on the hook over there, sweetheart.
Talking loudly.
Let's get out of here.
Sharing old stories, including the one about the original legendary Broncos number 18 quarterback.
Absolutely.
Who happens to be their dad.
Look at how happy everybody looks. And we're about to drive how many hundreds of miles?
Frank Tripucka loaded up the family in the station wagon and came to Denver in 1960.
See how upbeat he was? Leader of the pack.
At 33 years old, his playing days were over. He was going to be an assistant coach. His boss had other plans.
The guy said it was a big fan night, the last preseason game, and all these people were here. We need to, need to give them a show. Can you go put your uniform on? Could you imagine that today? And he talked him into it. So he went and he said he threw, 2 or 3 touchdown passes, and next week he's the starting quarterback.
With that, Tripucka became part of Broncos history, eventually inducted into the Ring of Fame.
He really was very proud of these.
And that number 18 jersey retired until 2 years ago when Peyton Manning called, asking if he could bring it out of retirement.
He's such a good player.
Frank's wife, Randy, remembers that call.
Peyton said, "What can I do for you?" And Frank said, "Well, nothing." He said, "Well, I have a box. You'd want to come to the games in a box." And Frank said, "No, I just thought you could divide your $90 million with me." Well, I thought I was going to go through the floor. I thought the people would look. They thought it was funny.
And what a thrill Frank would have seeing his old number in the Super Bowl, a game played just a few miles from his hometown. But sadly, it wasn't to be. Frank passed away just a few months ago. The Broncos legend grew up playing on this football field in Bloomfield, New Jersey, and when he died back in September, it became a bit of a tribute to him. Instead of flowers at his funeral, friends, including the Broncos organization, helped raise tens of thousands of dollars to refurbish this place and name the press box after him.
I knew what he loved, and they all contributed to this field, and it's really beautiful now.
And whether it's because of those memorable old car rides to Colorado, or because Denver made their dad a legend, even if it was against his will, or maybe just the timing of everything in the last few months, let there be no mistaking which team this New Jersey family is cheering for.
So the year that he dies and the number and now the Super Bowl's here, some things are meant to be, you know what I mean? Let's hope so.
Let's hope so, indeed. What a great family. Vintage New Jersey and vintage Broncos. And actually, the Tripucka children got to meet Peyton when he was in town for a game a few months back. He said he was so grateful to their father for allowing him to wear the number 18.